Hello, my name is Din Mayfield, and I voiced the male warlock in Diablo 4. Today I'll be reading The Lost and the Damned. Let us begin. The Taganze Plateau. I've heard rumors that warlocks once gathered in this area, despite the threat of mage assassins. And maybe they still do. Bygone, partially fallen and decrepit, but that dragon is a symbol of the ancient Visurai. So, maybe there is something of value inside. The ancient Visurai fractured when faced with the choice to bind demons to their will or focus on lesser magics. A complex choice, because accessing enough power to make any real difference is a path to becoming, like my kind, exiles. My first 3 hours of searching don't bring me anything but sore muscles, a lungful of ancient dust, and some new varieties of bugs nesting in my clothes and hair. The 4th hour of searching makes it all worthwhile. Written in the usual mix of ink, bone ash, and crushed beetle shells. Surprisingly supple parchment despite the age. Traces of iridescence. Pressed skin. Smells like fish scales. The pages whisper. At least they do to my ears. Sometimes, they even scream. No, it's not the pages screaming.
No, please, no!
I've lost count of how many times I've come upon a scene like this. If I'd been 30 seconds earlier, I'd have a lot more to do. If I'd been 5 seconds later, I wouldn't have to do anything at all. But this compels me to touch the hells again. Here it comes! My breath is instantly heavy, the wrath building, my sweat pouring, and my heart pounding.
Now you, Lacuni, can scream too!
Quickest way to protect the girl is to put a boot on her.
Keep down for a moment, child.
The hells, both its creatures and its fires, are strong, violent, enraged. I must bend them to my will, staying as strong as this hard-packed dirt, as resolute as the Visurai structure, still standing, eternal. The Lacuni died quickly. The hells are never patient. Now comes the hard part. Talking to a child. Sorry for stepping on you.
It's okay.
Well, good luck, kid.
I need you to take me home. What if more monsters come?
You're right. If another monster showed up, you'd be ripped to shreds like those people you were with. Largely, against my own better judgment, I find myself escorting the girl to the nearest village. I'm only going to the outskirts. Your village will not want me showing up. During the journey, I discover that children have questions.
I was wondering, where are you from? What do you do? Where are you going? What is that book? Do you have a dog? If you do have a dog, can I pet him? Do you have a home? Is it nice?
No dog, no home.
What were those things that helped you? Were they your pets? Do they have names? Why do your clothes smell like that? Can I ride on your shoulders?
It's overwhelming, but amusing too. I certainly understand the quest for knowledge. Are you always so loud? At the edge of the village, she goes quiet. There's a gate that is open, but the men are wary of me and don't step aside.
I thank you for going out of your way to deliver Crevi back to the village. But... the others?
No. Sorry, but I couldn't save anyone else.
Oh, all of the... well, you did what could be done, I suppose. And we are grateful for...
The mist had a fire, and there was these things. These things! But he said to heed his voice, and they did!
What's that, girl? I was alone. Children see strange things when they're terrified. Make up stories.
That's truth there. Listen, mister. You hungry? I suppose we could,
Food would be nice, but I couldn't possibly accept. Because it's time to leave.
Crevi! Unworry!
It's always time to leave.
That book! Get away!
That man is a demon kindred!
He is demonic himself! Stinks of blood!
You get away from here! You get away!
He will bring ruin to our village! Get out! He has turned his back on humanity for his foul masters! Cursed!
Wait! You shush! That is an evil man.
I can't really blame them for not knowing the difference between controlling demons and serving one. It's the hardest line for me to walk. Day after day. Hour after hour. Right now, for instance, I can feel the struggle. It would be nice, I suppose, if some of these people trusted my actions, or were even the slightest bit grateful whenever they need my help. I don't know what I was looking for when I came out here. Companionship, maybe. At least I have my book, even if there's nothing else. But instead, all I did was walk a damned long way.
Let's go, Crevi. But... thanks.
That's all I have for you today. Perhaps our paths will cross again soon in Diablo 4. See you there.